Hello, welcome to the first episode of the Swing Sister Show podcast. I am your host, Jamie.
And I'm Erin.
And we are welcoming you. If you are big 1940s fans, you've found the right spot. If you are some of our fans from our 1940s radio hour, welcome. Yes. So you're actually now on our 1940s radio hour. You know, you did hear us talk about some subjects back and forth, usually about the entertainer or the music that we were playing. But on our podcast, you're going to get a lot more, I would say, lighthearted conversation. You're going to get to know us a little bit better. We'll be able to discuss 1940s lifestyle as well as history. We're going to talk about the entertainers of the time, movies, movie reviews, music, of course. Erin, what am I missing?
Well, we're also going to dive into one of our guilty pleasures, which will be vintage-inspired cocktails. Not to say that we're lushes by any means, but I think one of my passions is vintage cocktails. I happen to have a few favorites. So hopefully in the next few episodes, we're going to be showcasing those recipes and make them on camera for you to see and try at home. So
that's actually going to be really fun because I've never made a cocktail in my life.
What?
No, I mean, like, I've done like combinations, you know, like the really easy ones where it's like vodka and orange juice. Like that's nothing.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
I don't know if that's like, I don't know.
That's a cocktail, but that's not a crazy mixture.
Yeah. I'm talking like the ones like, you know, where you see, I watch a lot of like mixologists and bartenders and where they have like the back of the spoon and it spills off and you're like, 1 fluid ounce, and it's like, what is that? And thank goodness they've got that little like, reminds me of like a game board timer. Once, you know. So that's great, but it's going to be really interesting, and I just have a feeling that we're going to have some blunders.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
It will be fun.
So that's on the to-do list for sure. So we're just trying to encapsulate everything from that time, from the 30s, 40s, and maybe some earlier cocktails we can try as well.
Yeah.
So pretty much everything when it comes to the lifestyle of that time, we're going to try our best to showcase it here, and hopefully we can learn at the same time you're learning with us.
That's right. And you know what else? Oh my gosh, I just sound like the radio. That's right, Erin. And what else is that we would love your feedback. So if there's anything that you would like us to discuss, if you have a question or anything, you can actually send it to us at our email, which is theswingsistershow@gmail.com. And if there's something that we feel that we can discuss or anything along those lines, we can bring those up for future podcasts as well.
Yeah.
One thing that you're not going to find on here too much is going to be political issues. We would like to keep that. I think you can get that everywhere else.
Yeah, I think you've had enough of that, so you're going to come here to get a break from that.
That's right. But we are going to talk about history. So we will bring up certain points of history, especially during World War II. We're very passionate about the World War II years. So we will bring up some history and maybe we'll do some comparisons or ways that things that we're passionate about. We plan to do some interviews as well, of course. As you know, we're very passionate about our veterans. So we will definitely have interviews for you in the future as well.
Yeah.
Did we miss anything?
No, sounds great.
Okay, on with the show.
All right. So I guess we can segue into our first segment, which is a movie review. And typically we're going to aim towards doing some vintage old Hollywood movie reviews, but the one that is most relevant right now seems to be the Barbie movie. And we happened to just see it last night with our group that we're a part of and that we founded together. So the Women's Vintage Society of Dallas that Jamie started, and that's a long story.
She started too.
Hey, I chimed in. We started it together.
So
we'll have to get into a whole story of how that happened so everybody can kind of listen in on how
You know,
that
and
worked
I think
out.
that actually would be a good thing because we do get a lot of people that reach out when they find out about our group and they're like, oh, we wish that it was here. How can we start one? So maybe that's something we can talk about in the future.
That would be a great idea for another bit we can talk about.
We can, but today it's not going to be that. It's
No.
going to be the Barbie movie. And you're probably like, well, why does that have anything to do with the 1940s? Well, it doesn't. But again, it is something that we just saw last night. And
Yeah.
here are some clips from when we went to the Barbie movie with the Women's Vintage Society of Dallas.
So, the Barbie movie starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. Everybody's been talking about it. I'm sure everybody's sick of seeing it everywhere at this point. I'm not. I am the biggest sucker for all the Barbie marketing everywhere because pink is my favorite color. I've loved Barbie all my life, and I think you and I can both agree that we love the vintage Barbie clothes and
Yes.
style, and that's kind of what drew us to even being interested in seeing the movie.
Right. I think everybody kind of like, the movies can offer a type of escapism.
Yeah.
And, let's not kid ourselves. Some of the past years, more recent years, haven't always been easy for some individuals. So to have a movie like this that's fun and girly and pink.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to go see it. You just want to go see it and just have fun. So as you saw from the clips, we were all dressed up in our best pink vintage outfits or Barbie inspired outfits.
Yeah.
And we even had a pink drink. It was called the Pink Dream with glitter. It had glitter. It was so good.
And one was all you needed.
One was all you needed. It was strong. I didn't taste the alcohol in it. It
No.
just tasted like a really good drink.
Yeah.
I think there might have been some grapefruit in it.
Yeah, it was very citrusy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And very light. And
Super girly.
Oh gosh, after I had that one, I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
Yep, one and done.
So I didn't want to be Lush Barbie of the group because it could have gone in that direction.
Yes.
Because it was very strong.
Yes.
But it was a lot of fun, and all the movie workers, they all were donning pink.
Yeah, we even had a waiter that was bringing us food and drinks inside the movie theater because we went to one of those where you can sit down and they bring it out to you. Our waiter was actually wearing the cutest pink cowboy hat, I guess. They had all of the movie staff dressed up in the cutest Barbie outfits. So,
They did.
Yeah, everybody went all out for it. The movie theaters, everyone who attended, even people outside of our group, everybody dressed up for this movie. And I think it just brought everyone together for the first time in years. We all have something that we can collectively bond over as a society. And it's nice to have something like that.
And I think it's because of all the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I think most little girls play with Barbies, at least at some point, whether it's just a brief moment or throughout your whole childhood. I know I played with Barbies.
Right. My mom collected all the vintage Barbies for me. So I grew up thinking that my old vintage Barbies I had were just the normal ones you could go out and buy. So I feel like throughout my childhood, my parents just sprinkled in all the old stuff that kind of stuck with me. And I think the Barbies really played a big role in that.
You had much more spoiled in the Barbie area than I
Yeah, a
was.
little
I
bit.
was lucky to get some newer Barbies, and all my Barbies look like weird Barbie. When I was done, I played Barbie hard. I played Barbie hard. And let me tell you, she had to be rescued by G.I. Joe. And I don't want to like talk. It's going to really show how much older I am than you. But He-Man rescued Barbie.
Who?
So
who was that?
So bad. So, but yes, I would hang her by her hair, and she'd be dropped down into the sewer.
Oh, good Lord! Remind me not to get on your bad side.
But I loved them. I loved my Barbie dolls.
I'm sure they loved you too.
So, but it was. They did. They told me. As I broke their and I'm just kidding. No, but it was a lot of fun, and as you can see, all our girls, all the ladies in our group dressed up, and there were a lot of girls that were there dressing up. They were coming to see the movie, not just those that worked for the theater, but there were other girls coming in pink, and even some gentlemen coming in pink as well.
Yeah, the guys committed to it too. Let's give them some credit where credit's due.
I told my husband, I said, honey, there were gentlemen there too, and he's like, oh, they were just there for Margot.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm like, yeah, probably.
I don't blame them.
No. No. She's absolute perfection in the role, by the way.
Yeah, she did a really great job. I love the kind of sarcastic humor and the undertones that they brought to the movie.
Yes.
I love when an actress who is as beautiful as she is has just the greatest sense of humor, and I think she really killed it.
Yes, and I'm very subconscious about my figure now.
Yeah, thank you, Margot Robbie.
Barbie did it to me when I was little, and now I'm having that issue again. It's like PTSD. My lip just quivered. I'm like, seriously. Anyway, we're not going to go there because we're going to keep this positive. But I'm not going to lie. I was like, I shouldn't have had that cheese quesadilla. You can't help it. You're like, that's just like perfect.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Right.
But she's supposed to be perfect. She's Barbie.
Right. And she did that.
So, and there was just a lot of lighthearted humor. I actually laughed a lot more than I thought I would.
Me too.
It did remind me of some other like playfulness that you generally see the male actors do that make it really silly. I feel like male actors can be easier silly. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the right way to phrase it. But all they have to do is just, I don't know. But Ryan Gosling did a great job. Like, big props to him to be wearing half of the stuff he wore.
Yeah.
It definitely takes a confident man to wear some of the things that he wore. Mm-hmm. I know that they're acting and they do all these cuts, but I'm like, how can you do that with a straight face? I know. So, but it was really lighthearted. I do know that there'll probably be some reviews because it does touch, again, we're not going to get into that. It does touch on some things that are often brought up right now in our society.
Yeah.
But I think it really is how you approach the movie and what you're going to take from it.
I agree.
So if you're going just for a way of escape, to just have that nostalgia and that fun and that girliness,
it's perfect for
it
that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a perfect movie for it.
What I love about the movie and everything that has come about since it being released and the lead up to it, it kind of benefits people like us and how we dress, because you're starting to see so many people who otherwise wouldn't consider dressing so feminine. It's really bringing out everyone's inner femininity and even bringing some vintage styles to the forefront, even more so in the mainstream now. And you can see touches of 50s through 70s fashion really peeking through.
Oh, yeah.
With that Barbie inspiration now. Pink everywhere, the bell bottoms, and you're seeing a lot of those now. But it's so cool because honestly, I think most people can agree that clothing has been so boring in the past 10 years.
It's been sad.
It's been very sad, and it's exciting to see something like this movie really inspire so much now.
I agree, and I'm actually glad you brought that up, because I'm gonna go, if it's okay, I'm gonna finish with that, but then I'm gonna go in another direction of that, because I had an experience today that I would like to share with you.
Yeah.
But I agree, and hopefully with this movie, that you will see more of the fashions in like our regular department stores or where we can have easy access to things, and hopefully it will tell the designers, whoever it is, to start creating garments that, I don't know, fit the human body.
Yeah, maybe a female body also.
I really feel like it's gotten really lazy. Here, we're going in a different direction. I'm going to pull it back though. But I do feel like we've gotten a little lazy, because you can buy a shirt that's an oversized shirt, and I understand it, it's comfortable 100%, but then you've got like the arms coming down here, so when you raise, it's like this box.
Yes,
It's
everything
just
is a box.
You're like a marshmallow.
Yeah.
So, and there's nothing wrong with having garments, dresses, or something that show your figure without showing your figure.
Right.
And it really makes you feel good. I know it makes me feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you're right, it brings out your feminine side. And but I wanted to go in a different direction, so I'm really glad you brought this up. So Erin was just talking about how this is going to maybe bring others to look at when we dress, at our fashion and everything. But I have to tell you, I had an interesting thing happen to me. I'm not going to mention what store. I will mention stores when they start sponsoring.
Right, exactly. They need to pay up first before we drop any names.
All department stores, if you want yourselves mentioned, I will be happy to mention it, because I do shop at multiple. But yeah, we could use some mics.
Yeah.
So anyway. But I was in the store today because I had to pick up some last minute items for our podcast today. And something I've noticed when movies like this come out, whether it's a movie like Barbie or a movie that depicts a decade, I have noticed that I get a different reaction from people than I normally get. So normally when I'm out and about like this, it's very positive. I get people smiling, people coming up to me. Today, because this is Barbie's opening weekend, I had, it seemed like it was a different reaction coming to me. And the last time I experienced this was when Miss Maisel first came out.
Yeah.
So when Miss Maisel first came out, she, we were already dressing this way. We've been dressing this way for years. And so when she came out, I remember I was shopping out, I'm not going to tell you the store. It's a grocery store. It would have been goofballs, but I was shopping there, and I remember a young couple, and I could hear like them like giggling, and they were looking in my direction, and I'm not used to this kind of reaction, and I heard them say Miss Maisel.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew that they were taking it that I was dressing this way to be like Miss Maisel.
Right.
And I'm not exactly like offended by that, but that's not the reason I dress this way. I dress this way because I'm connected to it, like you're connected to it. We're connected to this fashion, we're connected to this time period, and this history as well. And so I felt like I was getting that same thing today.
Really?
In the store. I felt like I was just I could hear little giggles, and I don't normally hear that. And so in that retrospect, I don't know how to take it. I know it will like go through it, and it's probably I'm probably gonna get this like weird reaction for a while. Literally, as I'm walking down the aisle, I felt like they were all looking at me like, oh, there's Barbie. And this is just what I wanted to wear.
Yeah.
Granted, I wanted to wear some pink because of the Barbie movie, but this is something I would wear anyway at any given day.
Yeah.
And I literally felt like all they were looking at me as was Barbie.
Yeah.
And oh, there goes Barbie. Oh, she wants to be Barbie. Oh, she's going to go see the Barbie movie. And
it's not a bad thing though, because it's kind of refreshing getting away from the typical comments of, are you dressed for a play? Are you in a theater production right now?
Are you in a movie? Not yet, Hollywood, but we're ready when you are. But we do.
Yeah.
We do get that a lot. Is there an event going on that we should know about?
Right, exactly.
That's what we get as well.
Yeah.
So I know it's not like totally negative, but it's something that I've noticed. And I'm not normally one to feel self-conscious in what I'm wearing, but when you get that, you can't help but go, oh.
Yeah, you're a little more self-aware.
You're totally, yes.
That they're thinking that, so you start thinking that.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have like worn all this. But again, I wear this for me.
Yep.
And I can't change how other people see it or what they think. But again, it's just something to like note that this is something I noticed. And I don't know if you've noticed it yet, but you haven't gone to the store.
No, I've not gone out just on a day-to-day basis dressed up in the full to the nines vintage hat and dress and everything. But I guarantee you, if I did this weekend specifically, they would ask me if it was for the movie, I'm sure.
They probably would. And I think that's what I was getting. So it's just a different like way to view to look at it. And I just find that interesting. So let us know if you've seen the Barbie movie. Did you enjoy it? And and if there's any other movie that you think that we should see. I mean,
I know the next one on our list is probably Oppenheimer.
Yes, thank you. So I am not the best at pronunciations because my brain tends to work faster than my mouth. Believe it or not, you're going to hear me sometimes. I'm going to be talking really fast, but I am horrible at pronunciation.
It's because you doubt yourself before you say it.
Well, that too. I'm like, is it Oppenheimer? So I know we're going to see that, but it's a much more like serious movie.
Exactly.
And even though, of course, we'll be dressed this way because this is just how we dress.
Yeah. It's another excuse to get a little more dressed up than usual to go see a movie. And of course, that's a perfect occasion for us to get into our 40s gear, go out, have maybe another 40s themed cocktail for the movie. How about that?
That would be good. I have a little surprise for Erin, and she has no idea what this is.
No.
But I got this idea from a gal that we both follow, Erin Parsons. Right?
Erin Parsons, yeah. The girl who does makeup?
Yes.
Okay.
So I saw this on one of her videos. Now, something you may not know about Erin is she is really into vintage scents. And so what I did is I actually got some perfume nibs.
What?
Nips.
Oh my gosh.
Some perfume nips for us to try. So Erin can actually smell what the perfume is supposed to smell like. Because what she does, I have to tell you this. I'm sorry, I'm going to throw you a little under the bus. But it's a nice bus. It's a bus with flowers. So what she does is we go to thrift stores and she's like, I have to find the perfume. And so she will go over and she's like, tss, tss. Like she doesn't care. She doesn't care how old it is. She's like, shh, that's what I love.
The older the better.
And she just drowns in it. And I'm like, Erin, do you really want to be doing that? You don't know like what's in it. She's like, yes.
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
That's exactly what I want to do.
So I've been holding on to these for months. And I told her I had a surprise for her on our first podcast. So she's completely like blindsided. This is her true reaction to me pulling these out. So I'm going to read what's in here. Okay. And they're so fragile. I know it's supposed to say what is all on here.
Oh my god.
They're moving around. Okay. I got Schiaparelli's Shocking.
You're kidding me.
Oh, I knew she was going to love
that.
Oh my gosh. I can't even. You want to read all these?
Okay.
I'm terrible at pronunciations.
So there's the first one you said. That's Shocking by Schiaparelli in the color pink. And then there's Indiscreet by, oh god, I can never pronounce their name for the life of me.
Lucien.
Yeah, Lucien Lelong.
Oh, please forgive us.
I'm learning French, but I've not learned it yet, so I'm sorry.
Eating French fries is not learning French.
I have Evening in Paris. She's making fun of me for going into stores and spraying old perfume, but I literally have this one, Evening in Paris.
But it may not smell, now you can compare.
I can see if it still smells how it's supposed to.
Yeah. It probably it probably smells like a penny to me. But she's probably like, oh.
If it smells like an old lady, then I love it. That's all I want. And then, girl, I can't pronounce these because they're all French and I'm just uneducated.
Okay, so what's the 12 names of the perfumes?
Okay, so they're Shocking and Discreet, Evening in Paris, Folie de Minute, Silent Night.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds okay. There is Silent Night, Black Satin, Devastating. I like the name of that one. White Lilac, Encanto, and Fleur d'Amour.
That sounds really good.
I like that one. I can smell it from here.
Can you smell them?
Yeah, they smell really good. Oh my god. I am a sucker for old perfumes, so that sounds...
I know.
They smell so good.
I know, and that's why... And so also, I'll just have you know, she's making fun of me because this whole time I'm like, I've got a surprise for you. Let's do it. But first, I had to cut these little pieces of fabric. So, because once you open up these nips, that's it. You have to use the perfume. You can't reseal them. They're sealed with like wax on the ends.
Oh.
So now after we open them up, which I'm a little scared to do, I don't even know how to open them. We can put some on here, and then you can like put it in a little baggie. We're gonna look like druggies.
And they look like needles too.
It's just, but they're not. These aren't gonna be in there. You're gonna pour the perfume on here.
And then I use it on things, or is it like a smelling salt?
It's a smelling salt. You know, wipe it all over. That's what we're so.
Okay.
It's the best I could do to prolong the smell.
I love it. They're cute.
Thank you.
They're adorable.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have to set this up. I don't know how this is going to work because our setup is not exactly ideal, but it is our first podcast, so bear with us as we grow our studio space and our equipment. Okay, so which one do you want to do first?
Okay, let's try Schiaparelli since it's the first one.
Okay, so we've got to find the pink one. Oh my god, they really look like needles.
They really do.
Nobody walks in. What are you doing? I don't know. Suspicious.
Oh, there's so many.
There's so little. Is this pink? There it is.
Okay, what do I do with it?
This is it. So I think we have to like break off an end.
They look like little poison vials.
I know. I wish that I rewatched Erin Parsons' video because she did it and she's like, boop. It's like, you know, she's professional. She knows everything. And so I think I break off an end.
Okay.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh no.
Get your little smelling thing ready.
My smelling cloth is ready.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. It's so. Oh my God.
Is it open?
No.
Okay.
That's glass. All right.
Oh my God.
All right, ready? Well.
Okay. Then I want to pour it on me also. Wait, are you supposed to like break it in the middle of it?
Maybe. But look how full it is if I break it.
Wait, did you break it at the wrong end?
I don't know. I just broke it.
Okay. Oh God.
It just
now
breaks.
It's okay. It's definitely broken at both ends, but it's not coming out.
It's on her.
Oh, it smells so good. I need a whole bottle of that.
I'm trying to get it out.
That smells amazing.
It's not pouring out. Is it really just like one drip? Look how much one drip did.
I love it.
Oh, it's coming out. It's coming out. It's just leaking out both ends. Maybe you need both ends because of the air, right? You know, like when you pour a pitcher? Come on now.
Oh, now we're having science class.
When you pour a pitcher or something, it needs air for it to like go through. Did it get on?
I guess that
did
makes
it get
sense.
on you?
Yeah, I got it.
Is it on your?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's on my smelling salt. My smell. smelling sheet.
It's on me, but I actually
it smells so good.
I need a bottle of that. It really smells so good. That one's awesome.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, that gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
So let's put, I'm going to put these with like one piece of the pink on it.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
Okay. Is that okay with you? Okay. I almost feel like we need to like cleanse our...
We need coffee beans in the middle.
They do something like that in the candle stores.
Yes.
So, and it's all over my hands. It's so good.
I love it.
Now, if you watch Erin Parsons' video, she'll explain like the undertones of this one because it is one that she like opened on her video.
Oh.
And I think she's going to open all the others like later, but I want to open them all now.
Yeah, they're really good.
Should we keep opening them?
But then they're gonna all blend together.
Okay, so should we do like a show?
What do you mean?
Like one each podcast. You don't want to...
Oh, like test a perfume?
Yeah. Like, so we can open up... There's 12.
Okay.
So at the next 11, we can just open up each one. I mean, I don't know how to describe it though. So she describes it so well. How do you describe that? It's very light.
It's light, it's floral, it's powdery, but I feel like...
Yeah, that's powdery. That's right.
But also at the same time, all the perfumes from back then smell like that in my opinion, so I don't know how to differentiate.
So I don't... So when I smell like old perfumes, I kind of get like a lot of gardenias. And it
That's
reminds
very
me
specific.
of like funerals.
Oh.
Like it smells like funeral flowers to me. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But maybe because but maybe because it's old and it's been exposed to air.
Yeah.
So this is definitely floral.
Yeah.
I don't smell like anything like citrus or anything.
No, it's 100% floral, I think. I could be wrong.
Would you call it like peonies?
Peonies. Yeah.
I don't know. What do they smell like? I don't know what they smell like.
They smell like scaparelli.
Hydrangeas.
Yeah.
It's a very nice, clean floral smell.
I agree.
I would wear this.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I want to go buy a bottle. I bet you can get it on eBay for a decent price, hopefully.
But the problem is that it's been exposed to air.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't get like the true smell.
Like what it was day one.
Right.
Yeah.
This is day one. This is if you were like back in like the 30s or the 40s, you put this on and
that's the true smell.
Exactly how it smells.
Yeah.
I really like it.
That
and
is
I'm
so
not
cool.
one. You know I'm not. I wear essential oil blends. I'm sorry. I do.
Yeah.
But this, I would wear this.
Oh, I am definitely gonna buy this now for sure.
You're gonna just start rubbing
I'm
it
sorry.
all over.
I have to get it.
It's really good.
Yeah. That was such a cute idea.
Thank you.
Okay, I love that.
And we'll have 11 more. So it won't be a surprise anymore.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And keep your squares because I just cut these horrible, jaggedy little kitty head.
They're really
squares.
cute. Here, wait, let me put it in the camera.
Okay.
This is what she just cut before we started.
So, and she's like, "Are you doing magic? Are you gonna do a magic trick?"
I thought she was about to do a magic trick.
I said, "It's kind of magic."
No, it was a great magic trick.
Thank you. Don't you feel transported?
No, I do. It's getting me in the mood now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we will have 11 more. And if you don't follow Erin Parsons and you really like vintage makeup and tips, and she's a professional makeup artist, and she's amazing. We love her. So Erin, you gotta follow us because we love you, girl. And we'll keep plugging you.
Yeah, I know. I love all her videos she has reviewing pieces she bought of Marilyn Monroe's collection from auction.
No, I can't stomach those because I'm so jealous.
I'm so jealous too.
So jealous.
She has Marilyn Monroe's makeup and different items that were on her vanity.
No, she's got eyelashes.
The eyelashes from her.
I mean,
love those.
If I just had like a fingernail
would be fine.
I mean, we always talk like we would like die to get some like kind of memorabilia from old Hollywood. And I'm
Yeah.
like, even if it's just like dryer lint, if I knew who it was from, I don't know. We always joke, like, even if it's a sock,
Yeah.
just one sock,
But it has to be used.
it has to be used. And it has to be verified.
Yeah.
Like, this was on this person's foot.
Yeah.
So,
And I need the black light to prove that the sweat is still on it.
it's true. Yes, this is why we get along so well. So, we would be like cuddling it. We'd be like, oh, it smells so good. Because I've got. But anyway.
That's disgusting, but in the best way.
It is. I know. We're horrible. We're horrible. But what can we say? We love it.
So one of the things that we want to make sure becomes a staple for our episodes is our outfit of the day. It gives us an opportunity to dress up and have fun, of course, but also show you maybe some interesting little tidbits about what we have on, how old it is,
Yeah.
what it is. So
I mean, we live and breathe our fashion, just like anybody else would, despite what your fashion sense is. It's a part of who you are.
Yeah.
But it is something that we're often asked about and a lot of people are interested in. So why not do a segment, What Are You Wearing?
yes.
Okay. So we hope you enjoyed our very first episode here on the Swing Sister Show podcast. Be sure to subscribe, share with your friends, or any other 1940s enthusiasts. We have so much more that we want to talk about, other subjects we are going to touch on, and you're going to just see some, not only just some history, but just some fun between two best friends who happen to live for the 1940s.
Yep.
All right, we will... I guess.
See you next time.
But do we really see them? We don't get to see you.
That's a shame.
I know.
What are you wearing today?
What are you wearing today? How was that Barbie movie? What vintage cocktail are you drinking? Just be sure to share with us. Again, subscribe, share with your friends, and we shall
See you next time.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.
This is the Swing Sister Show podcast.